Welcome back, and hello if you are new. It was Stalin that said, "A single death is a tragedy, a million is a statistic." With this in mind, we go into Swallow the Sun's latest album, When a Shadow is Forced into the Light. Potentially one of the most difficult records to write, I can imagine. When a Shadow is Forced into the Light deals with the passing of longtime songwriter Juha Raivio's partner. Now, before we get into the record, accompanying this album is a 10-minute one-track EP titled Lumine Aurea. Lumine Aurea is essentially a prologue to the idea of the main album itself, and with that in mind, it essentially tries to understand this initial feeling of despair that we get when we realize we've lost a loved one, and it's incredibly difficult to listen to. It's very caustic, it's very abrasive. But it describes this feeling of hopelessness perfectly. But it's the album of When a Shadow is Forced into the Light where the band truly begin to dissect the elements of grief. When it comes down to atmosphere, it's as much about what Swallow the Sun say as what they don't. Space is used absolutely excellently throughout the album, particularly in the opening of The Crimson Crown, which creates this very maudlin atmosphere. However, it's the interplay between the foreboding sound and this more uplifting resolve that really do the album justice. This track, for example, is brightened up by the use of the alpenglow violins and strings and organs. Though there are sections where the band almost sound celestial, particularly on Here on Black Earth, which features this beautiful interplay between the softer, more calming vocals and those harsh vocals that, for me, were kind of a metaphor for the idea of when, someone is taken. Yet what attracted me to this record again and again and again is that Swallow the Sun have bottled this sense of weary wandering that you have in the wilderness of grief. Upon the Water, for example, exemplifies this with these timid melodies slowly being coaxed out of the band. It's also worth mentioning that, following the Gargantuan undertaking that was Songs from the North 1, 2 and 3, Swallow the Sun have very much understood how to streamline their songwriting ability. Yet also, I feel that this album has potentially the most progressive elements of the band to date. There are no moments on this album which have been wasted. It's incredibly beautiful just as much as it is bleak, which seems like an oxymoron, but the two work hand in hand to deliver this beautiful message, embracing their memory to create an altogether more positive meaning in death. Perhaps the final section of Clouds on Your Side surmises Swallow the Sun's record the best.
À travers ton océan de douleur, le soleil de nouveau percera, et tu verras un autre jour.
Which loosely translated means, after your ocean of pain, the sun will pierce through and you'll see the courage to fight another day. It's a very poignant end piece that reminds us of the positivity that can come out of death. A triumphant testament to being strong in the face of adversity, proving that Swallow the Sun have created a record that could match their very best in a fiercely emotive fashion. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button. Make sure to check out all my other videos. Drop a comment on this. What did you guys think of Swallow the Sun? Are you a fan? Do you have any experiences that you'd love to share? I'd really, really like to hear them. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week for another album review. Alright, take care guys.